We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros, Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. Happy Friday to ya. We're here. She's queer. Get over it. Hello, Blabs.
What are you doing, man?
I don't know. I've only been doing this show forever.
Only been 3 years. Yeah, that's all right. Anyway, hi, everybody. Hello.
How's the queerness going?
Not gay, man.
No, man, you don't have to be gay to be queer,
Yeah.
Blabs. All right.
Meaning happy?
Yeah. I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm checking for sound and audio and everything looks fine today. So that's
Oh,
all right.
hooray.
Yeah,
It's good. It's
we're
good
on
when the...
YouTube, we're on Rumble, everything's working, nothing's broken.
Huzzah. Huzzah, what a wonderful day. A joyous occasion where audio goes out to all of the platforms, not just one or two, but every platform. Huzzah.
Most joyous indeed.
Indeed.
We should
Most
do
joyous...
a show speaking like Shakespearean. Huh?
That sounds like the worst idea I've ever heard in my entire life.
Fun. Like, I actually had to do that in high school once. I had to make like a little tiny book. It was like this big. And I had to make a whole bunch of Shakespearean insults inside them. It was part of my English project. One of them was like, you more and more I find you resemble the back end of the cat. And I really like that one.
Blabs, when you tell stories about that, I just think about you measuring your ear. That's all. That's all. This is just, for whatever reason, I just go back to you measuring your ear. What are you measuring today, Blabs?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm ready, though. Here's about 8 inches.
Is that right, Blabs?
It just randomly showed up.
If everybody could please take that into a new intro. Here's about 8 inches for everybody, which is just wonderful. My God, Blabs. You get the internet gold every day. You don't even realize it.
Whoops.
Whoops. Someone who I guarantee is saying, whoops, probably shouldn't have been on this show today. Everyone welcome Vera Dark. Hello, Vera.
Hi. You know, Blabs, I agree that should be an episode. And nerd alert, the first book that Tolkien ever published was a Middle English vocabulary in 1922.
Do you have it?
I do not have it now.
I wonder what kind of special editions they make for it, if it's still being published. And ooh, how many cool editions are there? Ooh.
I don't know. Listen, I just got my Minas Tirith after 2.5 months. $690 later.
Oh, the
All
Lego
right.
set?
Yeah, I'm Tolkiened out for a little while.
Where is it? Is it like behind you? Or
It's still in the box.
Are you gonna
I
keep
literally
the
have
box?
just gotten it. Oh, yeah, I'll keep the box.
So what you're saying is you need to buy another one so you can build that one. Keep the other one factory sealed.
Exactly.
We're in the same wavelength like every day, Craig. I don't think you understand.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I do. Because before the show, I said, I stepped away to get some water today. And when I step away, my headphones, they have this wonderful Bluetooth thing, right? And as I stepped away for the first time.
Talk shit about you anymore.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, I don't care. I'll talk shit. I don't
That's
care,
fine.
Craig.
That's fine. Generally, I'll walk away and I'll go refill my water or whatever before the show, and there's like some sort of like blah 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 talk well whatever, and it was like silent for like 45 seconds. I was honestly like, it was really awkward.
Well, I was
and
just checking everything.
And then it got onto one of our topics today, which was Hogwarts Legacy and Harry Potter, and then it was like a freaking like a beehive of energy all of a sudden, and we didn't listening to Vera and Blabs talk about Harry Potter and how 2003 was the best year for the Quidditch game, and it was fascinating. I mean, Blabs, listen, you guys don't think that Blabs is a true gamer. How many true gamers think that the 2003 Quidditch Championships game was the best?
It's the World
EA?
Cup. You got the wrong title. Oh,
Yeah.
you fake nerd. You're not even
That's
a
right,
real
because-
gamer. Go
Champions
home.
was the one that came out in 2024.
Well, see, there you go,
Yeah,
right?
Bro.
As a total fraud, Blabs is the true gamer here, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Blabs, which is good.
Sorry if that was loud.
It's okay. You're great. I'll tell you what. We in addition to Vera today, we have a new friend joining us today. I would say I mentioned this before the show. Strong Zelda vibes. Everyone, welcome Kexi to the show. Hello, Kexi.
Or Elfin Lord of the Rings.
Elfin Lord of the Rings.
How are you? Great to meet you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah. We're glad you're with us. Tell us a little about yourself so everyone can get to know you real quick and then fall in love with you.
Okay, so I was an animation. Well, I started as an animation major, so obviously this AI stuff. Like, I dropped out of school because I'm based, so I wanted to actually do stuff. So I actually went on and had a life, and then AI came out, and I was like, wait, yes, I'm in. So now I'm making AI MVs, and I watch AI MVs, and I want to eventually take down Hollywood. That's my goal.
Yes, let's go. I love this. It sounds like we found a new friend. Speaking of taking down Hollywood, everyone please welcome the true star of side scrollers, straight from the hood on his birthday. It's Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix.
Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. But I just come in with some Shakespeare. How you doing?
That's wonderful. And if you and Blabs would like to peruse the entire
Club.
by all means, yes. Blabs, if you'd like to talk like that the entire show, starting now.
I can
You're fine.
I can reenact the Iron Man 4 thing. Doth
Blabs,
not how you weareth her drape.
every time you chime in today, Blabs, you have to have some sort of accent, okay?
Welcome ever smiles and farewell goes out sighting, of course.
Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate that. You don't do that. Just Blabs. All right. So, look, big show today. Lots going on, and we're finishing strong on a wonderful Friday. Lots of things that we've been waiting to hit on throughout the week, and we have held them just for you today. I have a video for Phoenix, which I cannot wait to share with him early in the show. We're going to take our way back to yesterday with today and yesterday to start the show. And we're going to get into the absolute meltdown and absolute genocide that is happening in the video game space, because a new game, which was announced a long time ago, is now making the rounds online. And the amount of people that will die from this game being announced is wildly upsetting. In addition to people dying, there was more people got fired within the industry. And there was one man cosplaying as a woman who there's a little bit of controversy around this story. We're going to get to this a little bit later on. And we have some super rare video game cartridges, which are going to go on sale, which I can't wait to talk with Phoenix about this a little bit later. So big show. As always, I encourage you, if you are new, make sure that subscribe button. Join the 148,000 normal men who have found us over on YouTube, the over 52,000 who have found us over on Rumble. And if you like clips of the show, you can find clips over on the new Side Scrollers Bits channel. It's at Side Scrollers Bits over on YouTube. You can find like little snippets of the show. I'd say snippets, but it's actually just like clips now. We've modified that a little bit, and you can find reactions to stuff by me on the show today. I mentioned yesterday I did everyone's hit new segment over on Kick, sweeping the airways. Cracking with Kick. Thank you, Phoenix. Right now, there's a big debate happening. It's the Andrew Wilson, Candace Owens debate. I was watching a little bit of it before the show.
It got started very late. Probably was like 20 minutes late.
Yes. That's happening right now. I'm going to continue over on Kick after the show, watching from where I left off. So I'm sure it's going to be a mess, like an absolute painstaking mess, but we can catch up like in 1.25 speed after the show. So you can join me after with a little more Craig It with Kick afterwards today here on a Friday. So you get a lot of Craig today, so deal with it. Sorry. Speaking of a lot of Craig and Phoenix and Blabs, we're going to be in Las Vegas. If you guys haven't heard, it's coming up right around the corner, just 43 days away, Blabs. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In 2
it's
hours,
Sin City.
yes.
Thank you. Us, Arch, Jake, Tectone, Marty O'Donnell joining us as well in Las Vegas, September 25th. Looking forward to seeing everybody there. It's going to be awesome. Here's 20 seconds of bliss. Sin City, just a few weeks away. And by the way, we're going to need to put like an end date for ticket sales on that, because we need to be able to buy a bunch of stuff for all the people who are coming. So, when you guys come to our events, we make sure you guys feel super special. So I don't have a date on that yet, but we definitely will have a final date to buy tickets date very, very soon for you guys. So with that said, lots going on. Kexi, glad you're with us today and your wonderful yellow locks.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Phoenix, if you had a VTuber, what would yours look like?
Uncomfortably gay. Just making everyone just very uncomfortable.
What if it was a can? Like a soup can. It was a very gay soup can.
My second choice was a soup can. So we're in perfect alignment. I think I would I think I'd make it like super cool anime and have like superpowers. Like I could press buttons that could like lightning should shoot at me and stuff like that. I'd want little action anime buttons that I could do.
See, I think you would do great if you had like a cyberpunk one and you were like a samurai with some kind of like leather jacket and stuff, and then you have the tech. That's what I'm
You're hired, Vara. You're gonna make it.
Yeah, you're hired. You got it. Thank you.
Vera, the big question for me is why haven't you done a VTuber yet?
I don't know. I just haven't. I show my face. It's the way that it goes.
She's like, I'm ginger enough.
Yeah.
I have wonderful layers in my hair. They're wonderful. I want to showcase them.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, fuck off, idiot. Hey, not that John Stewart came in with 5, says the overlords are distracted watching Candace and Andrew. So we get sound today. Yay! That's right. Congratulations. They've allowed us to have a little audio today. Thank you. Not that John Stewart. Cat Bear came in with 10, says Kex. Congratulations for making it on Side Scrollers. Share your cookie recipe with the crew. Ooh, what's your favorite cookie there?
Oh, my favorite cookie is like I just make the cake box and then I just like a pancake cookie.
What flavor cookie are we talking here?
Chocolate chip. Oh, I got chocolate chip cookie right here. Every
time? Yeah. Are you a big like when Christmas rolls around? Are you the type of person that makes like 4 or 5 different types of cookies to get in the holiday spirit?
We make sugar cookies. I don't like sugar cookies, so I also make gingerbread men. So.
Let's go, Vera. Top cookie. What do we got?
My top cookie is probably oatmeal chocolate chip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not oatmeal raisin, but oatmeal chocolate chip.
Oatmeal chocolate chip, because they're like gooey and kind of sticky cookies, and then the chocolate melts.
Okay.
Which is great.
This is the type of content people tune into Side Scrollers for, listening to oatmeal chocolate chip cookie recipes. This is good. Thank you, Vera. Wonderful. Vera, I'm sorry, Blabs. Top cookie? Top 3? What do you got?
This is something that's going to take me like an hour to actually.
Blab
by the end of the show,
as the type of girl who likes a sugar cookie with a lot of sprinkles on it.
No, not really. Yeah, I mean, I do love me the rainbow cookies, right? Those
or like M&Ms or Reese's
I love
Pieces
those.
or something that's colorful, like a candy cookie.
It has to be. It can't be like dry. It needs to be a good cookie,
like a gooey cookie.
Yeah, I do really love oatmeal cookies though. Like I absolutely love oatmeal cookies, oatmeal raisin. I make these saffron cookies with a little bit of pistachio in them. They're Persian and they're pretty damn good too.
A little bit more like savory in a way.
Yeah,
like,
they're not super duper sweet, but they're pretty good. And there's a fuck ton of butter in them. It's crazy how much butter there is in those. But yeah, so I don't know. This would be like a whole mission, because then I gotta look at all the Italian cookies too, and there's so many.
Okay, so by the end of the show, Blabs will bless us.
3 hours later.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really think on this.
This is why we can't have Blabs do anything on the show, because she just goes, I don't know what to think. I got to spend an hour and a half researching cookies.
She gets a spreadsheet out.
So Keck and Blabs, you both make your own cookies, right?
Yeah, I refuse to use that.
I don't know. I don't know if this is a hot take. Only salted butter. Do you do unsalted butter to make cookies?
Because I was raised on unsalted butter. It's just
salted.
it's just extra salt. You don't need it in your body. It's not that healthy.
I need it for my heart and my soul to feel better. My emotional
My
support
emotional
butter.
needs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I go the unsalted route. In fact, actually, when a lot of recipes require you to add like a pinch of salt or whatever in baking,
I don't need to
skip
do that.
step. I skip it
Ooh.
completely. So unsalted
Yeah.
butter and no salt.
I watch
You need more
enough
salt in
shows
your
to know you
diet,
don't
Blabs.
skip the salt.
Yeah.
Don't skip the salt. That's why Blabs doesn't like Olive Garden because they put salt in all their stuff.
I don't like Olive Garden because I have standards. So
Did you hear how she said that too? Like the most arrogant way you could possibly say it. I have
Hello?
standards.
piccolo cervello, molto piccolo.
Could you hear how racist she is, Phoenix?
Wow. Again, I will
I love
remind
the
you, Blabs,
racism. Keep going, Blab.
I have a
Yes.
black brother. That's very offensive.
Journo.
Unbelievable. Phoenix, you strike me as a guy who'd say all cookies are your favorite.
No. So if I had to give a top 3, am I allowed to add milk?
Oh, can I guess? Can I guess? Number one is the
You won't guess
red,
it.
the red Anchors Away Chips Ahoy thing.
Recently had it, bag of AIDS. I no longer like it. It tastes like garbage. Yeah. So if I can have milk, and that is critical, then my
Milk.
number 1 is Vienna fingers. Okay. 2 would be any soft chocolate chip cookie, and 3 is oatmeal raisin. 2 and 3 are
Yeah.
interchangeable.
We keep
Got a lot of oatmeal lovers here.
Yeah,
I'm
we're gonna keep them in our
glad.
squad.
Yes.
This is the difference between Phoenix and Blabs. Is I asked Blabs what her favorite cookie is, and she said, "Let me deliberate for 3 hours." I asked Phoenix, and he gave it to me in 10 seconds.
There's
It
a
was
difference
spectacular.
between a guy and a girl. I explained my logic and everything. He's just like, there's the answer.
I'm usually the same way. I can't on the spot answer questions where there could be like a million answers. Like the other day, I was asked in a live stream, "What's your favorite movie over 3 hours?" I don't know.
I'll be specific. Who keeps
Yeah,
Honestly.
I'm making me anxious.
All right. Well, look.
But they were
I would
like,
love-
you can't say Lord of the Rings. Okay, well then I'm gonna need 3 hours to think about it.
You could just watch the movie and yeah, that's good. Okay, well, there you go. Look, if you love Cookie Talk, you're on the right spot. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the follow button and the thumbs up button. All the buttons. Hit all the buttons and join us.
Can we please
It's
do
great.
cooking with Craig as a segment? That would make me very happy.
He hasn't done a cooking stream yet where he bakes cookies.
I have. We have done cooking streams in the past.
No, you bake.
Not here at Side Scrollers, but
Well,
I've
that's what
done
I'm
cooking
saying. You should.
streams.
But we haven't done
Yeah.
cooking with Craig. That's what
Yeah.
I would like to see.
Cookie Craig.
Just saying,
Cookie cuttering
During-
with Craig.
I can cookie cutter the shit out of things. Now, making the cookies, not very good. But I'll tell you this: I can definitely press into it.
He's like,
and
I can
cookie-
definitely taste the cookies real good.
I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Too good. With that said, maybe a special holiday spectacular where we do maybe some sort of
Craig in
cookie
Vegas
stream.
is actually just gonna go walk into somebody's kitchen and start baking cookies.
No. This is more of a holiday thing. Anyways, well, look, we can talk cookies all day long, and we probably will one day, but
Yeah.
not today. We have a big show lined up, so glad you're with us. Real quick, Florida Backwoods came in with 5, says, "I've enjoyed the AI videos of Kexi has brought to my attention since I discovered her 2 months ago." There you go. That's nice.
I like shining a light on all of the smaller creators that don't get enough love.
Hell yes. Wolf and Wings came in with $20, says Candace Owens is absolutely restarted. Okay, thank you for that. I'll know more about that here in
Turn her off and turn her back on.
That's right. The old ONOFF. Turn it on and off. Wes says, Vera, will you stream the Lord of the Rings War in the North remaster that released this week?
I don't know. I didn't have any immediate plans to do that just because obviously it was shadow dropped, but it is in the back of my mind. So I can't confirm, but I also can't deny.
Not that John Stewart says Phoenix's VTuber model will be a cute otter.
Oh my
that's a
god,
great
it
idea.
would be.
I love it. He's
I
so
do
happy.
love that. I do love that
Did
idea.
you get an otter thing this week?
Huh?
Did you get an otter this week?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll show it a little bit later.
Great.
Like otters.
Zelen Condor says, love seeing Vera on the show because it reminds me I have the next 2 days off. P.S. I'm all for God King soup can. P.S. I'm eating Taco Bell, Craig. Let's go. Good for you. A man of true taste and variety going in for the Taco Bell. Also, Cat Bear. Cat Bear came in with 5, says, this is why we are friends, Kexi. Oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. Also, your sourdough pizza crust. Oh, looks like IRL friends, huh? That's
No,
good.
I talk about on the stream. I have a sourdough starter and I have to feed it every week, so I make sourdough pizza every week. For
Let's
a booty
go.
card.
That's what I'm talking about. Tenarian came in with 5, says Phoenix's VTuber model has to look like he moans when he wipes, just like Phoenix himself. What? That's twice as many days that you've had a VTuber on with trans colors in their hair. Does Kexi have a model? Does Kexi have a model artist that's angry at her as well?
No, let's get cotton candy.
Cotton candy. Unfortunate.
And Mario came in with 10, says brown butter and toffee chocolate chip cookies are the best. Welcome, Kexi.
Thank you.
Let's go. It sounds delicious. I love me some toffee. All right, we have a lot of news to get to today, which we're going to get to. But first, we need to take a step back in time, in today and yesterday.
Today and yesterday.
Thank you, AI-generated asset. Phoenix, I always love this segment because I like to get your thoughts on these because I know you can talk about all this stuff. And Vera, you are the most hardcore video gamer that I know. And I'm very curious to hear if you know anything about the Sega Channel. Are you familiar with the Sega Channel, Vera?
Yes, I am.
This courtesy of my boy Dan Godfrey over on X says Sega Channel was one of the most innovative and wild things of the 90s. I don't think the world was ready for it in 1995. Take a look at this.
Stop just watching TV. Welcome to Sega Channel. It's cable, but you don't watch it, you play it. Your Genesis is hooked up to about 50 games a month, like Sonic and Knuckles, Earthworm Jim, and Super Street Fighter 2. Get secret tips and test drive new games before they're out. Pay what you want for as long as you want for one monthly fee. Sega Channel. Stop just watching TV. Parents, call now to order, and your kids could win a chance to go one-on-one with B.J. Armstrong.
Whoa! B.J. Armstrong of the Chicago Bulls? Let's go! Sorry, I got a little excited there for a second. Sega Channel. Sounds very similar to, obviously, like a Netflix of video games, or maybe like a Game Pass, if you will. Seems like a...
Vera, do you know if it was like Stadia or if it was that you downloaded the game? Probably that you downloaded the game.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, I wasn't alive when the Sega Channel was big, but I have heard of it many a times and seen it many a times in my life now. But it was, 95? I was not yet born.
Correct. Just
Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate that. Vera, at no point was the Sega Channel ever big. I just want to point that out. So, yes.
Yeah, I didn't even hear of it back in the day.
Well, big as in actually going still. How about that?
Yeah, well, I think that's a good way to put it. Yes, it was a service. Some games that were included on the Sega Channel. I have an entire list right here, which I can't wait to go down the list and see what you guys think about this. Kexi, are you an old school video game fan?
I don't. I mean, not that far back. I don't remember games from that far back. But I know like Earthworm Jim and stuff. They played that even when we were teenagers. I'm not that old, but like, retro games. We play that stuff. So like,
right.
I do recognize a lot of those titles.
Okay, well, let's see
I
if you
do like
recognize.
how Kexi says, "I'm not that old." Anyone else catch that?
I'm not that old, jeez.
You old farts. Why are
old
you still
geezers.
talking about the Genesis?
Young
yeah.
whippersnappers.
That's why it's today and yesterday. We got to
Yeah,
have a
exactly.
little nostalgia to start the show, right? So some games that were included on this service include Barkley, Shut Up and Jam.
Hell yeah, dog.
Hell yeah, dog. Castlevania Bloodlines for the Genesis, obviously. Let's see, we got Pirates of Darkwater. That probably nobody remembers that game, but Pirates of Darkwater there. A good old Echo the Dolphin. That's
That's
great.
a little tease for Monday, I'd say.
Oh, great. Kid Chameleon, Mortal Kombat, RoboCop vs. Terminator here, Mario Lemieux Hockey, a lot of sports games, Pele, Side Pocket. Oh, here we go. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. So, yeah. Oh, the Beer Blabs, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends.
Thomas had seen everything. It was time for Thomas to go home.
So he just left, huh?
Yeah.
Thomas slowly put his shoulders down, turned around, and just walked off into the oblivion, off the cliff. Alex Kidd, Golden Axe. This is actually a pretty good list of games for back in 1995. X-Men, NHL Hockey 94, Sonic 1 and 2. This is this is a giant list of games. Oh, Mega Man The Wily Wars. I think this was a Sega Channel exclusive for a long time. Pretty cool. So I don't know. I just more than anything, I just wanted to talk about this with Phoenix and see if Farrah had ever heard about this before. But
I did a little looking up. I wanted to know how much it cost. And it was like, I think there was, don't quote me, it was like a $25 activation fee. And then it was about $15 a month. Did that for inflation. That comes out to about $34 a month. So that's not horrible. But I didn't know anyone that had it, nor the equipment to be able to handle it. And, but I mean, absolutely incredible that they were there so far in advance from everybody else. That's amazing.
I think of like, if you were to go back to 1995 and even just describe what we're doing right now, the idea of, I'm going to talk to somebody on the other side of the world in real time. And then it's going to be shown to anybody anywhere on the world that wants to watch it. That would be just mind blowing, you know? And I always go back to what will technology look like in 30 years from now versus 30 years from then, because the internet by itself was mind blowing. Like going in and just typing in like age, sex, location in an AOL chat room in 1994 was like a big deal. But now just being able to do what we're doing is spectacular. And I'm with you. I think they were so far ahead of the curve with that. But obviously it was, sometimes you can be too early. And I think that's exactly what was the issue with Sega Channel.
And speaking of that technology that we're doing right now, what has always confused me, because we're talking pretty much in real time, if you ever watch the news or anything, Craig, can you just ask me how I'm doing?
Yeah, Phoenix, just curious how you're doing.
Oh, good, Craig. Thank you. Why is every fucking broadcast like that?
Yeah, I don't know. The latency on their broadcast is insane. I don't, like, they just need to hook up to StreamYard and for all their call-ins.
It's that simple.
It's just that simple. There you go. Good point, Phoenix. Well, there you go. Just a little nostalgia for those who are old heads like myself. It's there's a little bit of today and yesterday.
Today and yesterday.
I need another asset for that. We need a better asset.
I kind of like how terrifying it is.
I agree. There's
Very like back rooms. You're gonna be lost in the void forever.
right. Well, speaking of lost in the woods, I got a video that I wanted to share with Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
I'm very excited.
Only
for
Phoenix. You might as well
the
kick
rest
the
of us will
girls
play.
out. Yeah.
Nope. This is pretty much just for Phoenix because he does the best Donald Trump impression I've ever heard. True. Right here. Have you heard about the hot new game sweeping the nation, Phoenix?
I have, Craig. I have. We're talking about the old Nintendo 64 with the Ocarina of Time, the Ocarina of Trump.
That's right.
Link, it's time to get up, okay? It's time to get up.
Yes.
Hey, Link,
Trumpet of
press
time.
Z to look at me and press A to talk to me. Tee-hee. He just died? Wow. He led an amazing life. These are terrible people, Link. You know that? They come right out of the ground. It's disgusting. I know Ganondorf very well. He's a great guy. He's very strong. He's a very strong guy, and he's very thin. Look at this place. It's a total disaster. I don't know where I am in this f***ing place. Dark Link is a brilliant swordsman. His sword is very sharp. I think he'll be very successful.
I appreciate how complimentary he is towards Dark Link and the other, and Ganondorf in particular. He's a very smart man, very thin, very strong.
He's very young. King Zoran has been pumping our streets with potions for years, poisoning our shopkeepers, our young dancers. I built this temple. Did you know that? It used to be called Trump Temple. I love this temple, but not as much as I love the great kingdom of Hyrule.
It's
Oh, that's
so good.
awesome. It is.
Make Hyrule great again.
I would pay somebody to make that. Just an entire
That would be
AI
sick.
mod of Trump being Navi as you're making your way through.
I love Navi. I don't know why that's a hot take. I love Navi.
Wow.
When I was
really?
young, I had like Navi stickers and a water bottle and everything, whole 9 yards. I'm a
Wait,
Navi stan.
They had Navi water bottles?
Yeah. Yeah.
Navi's a
one.
big mouthy broad. Can we press X to skip?
Oh my God. So I don't want to move past that. I'm sorry. What
It
is
was
it
like
about?
a transparent blue water bottle, and it had like a holographic sticker on it. or like logo on it. It was great. I've never seen it since. I
You're saying
lost it many a year ago.
This is a Navi N64 water bottle.
Yes.
We will find this.
I don't know. I just like Navi. I think Navi's a cutie.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Listen. We need to find. I mean, I need to find this for you right now.
I think also I've always had a high tolerance for bullshit, as we can see with all of the games that I play, all the Dustborns and the Concords and the Marathons. So I think it's just it's in my DNA to deal with BS, and so Navi doesn't affect me that much.
Okay, hold on. I found this.
I mean, if today they came out with a Navi merch line, I would buy every item in that merch line.
Well, all 100%. Navi is a blue orb with wings on it.
Yeah, but still.
That's it. This is it.
Yeah, and people these days go crazy over a fucking 1-year-old hippo, and then they make merch of the stupid Moo-Dang hippo, so.
Do you hear how violent she got? She really loves Navi.
I do.
Unbelievable, really. Like, okay.
Yes,
whoa,
yes!
Navi. There she goes. Oh, Navi joining us on the show today. That's great. All right. Let's do a little flippity flop here so we can look like our thumbnail for a second. All right. Man, this good question, though. Kexi, is there a video game character that you love that possibly everyone else doesn't?
That I love that nobody else does? No.
Yeah,
I when you think of things like that, I would grew up in liking Jar Jar, so that's like a hate.
Yes!
That's
let's
my
go!
character that I like that everybody hated, so there you go.
I have a Jar Jar action figure.
I had a blow-up chair. I had a blow-up chair of Jar Jar.
I'm going to say this right now. Jar Jar Binks, the narrative around Jar Jar Binks has changed dramatically since 1999. When Jar Jar Binks was initially, the first time the world met Jar Jar, he was hated, like despised. And I've seen that shift, that narrative shift, really with like Blabs' generation, where they're like, he's not so bad, he's kind of cool.
No, my generation were the kids. So we were the kids watching Star Wars, and we liked him right off the bat. It was the people above me, actually, that didn't like him and now like him. We always liked him.
Posers, all of them.
Posers above me. We were the OGs. We always liked Jar Jar.
Wait. So to be clear, the people who liked Star Wars before you, who saw Star Wars, are not the OG. You're the OG.
No. The OG, like, lovers of Jar Jar. Like, we never flipped sides, is what I'm saying. Like, we always liked him.
Because you were 6 when you watched it.
Best time.
And you liked him going, Jar Jar Binks is crazy.
Pod racing. Dude, I had the best childhood. Lego Star Wars just, like, came out. That was what I grew up playing. Like, can't beat that.
And 2003 EA Sports Harry
Quidditch
Potter.
World Cup.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
That the best intro ever for a video game, by the way.
Oh, ever. Wow, in history.
It's fucking badass. They have like this badass music like from like I think it was Russia that plays. If we play it, we'll get hit because it's copyright protected, because I know you're Googling it right now. But it's pretty badass.
Okay, so to be clear, like when in the world of like best video game intros, right?
In my opinion, as a non-hardcore gamer like Vara, yes. In my opinion, it's one of the best opening intros ever.
Okay, so to be clear, we're not talking like BioShock or
I don't know any of those.
like Super Metroid, perhaps.
Man, I
Final
played
Fantasy
Star
VII.
Wars growing up. Like, I got nothing for you. I
We
play
got
Jurassic World now. You want me to sing
Quidditch
Dinosaur
Champions.
Warrior? I can do that. That's the wrong game. That one's filth. That's some garbage. We don't talk about that one.
Okay. Well, now we know Blabs' #1 video game intro of all time is the 2003 EA Sports
Quidditch World Cup 2003 is what it was. Yeah, badass.
Pardon me. Will you please read a few supers while I?
You're gonna go look it up, aren't you? But it's not gonna have the same
Absolutely.
effect if you don't play the music, but you get hit with the music. Like, I'm 100% telling you. Anyway, Otter Brand canned clam chowder soup can VTuber.
I do love that.
Phoenix doesn't like clams, so unless
That's
you
okay.
chop
Brand
up
otter.
20 pieces for him, then he'll eat them.
Yeah, otters.
Romer says, best cookie I made is blueberry and cream cheese cookie. Welcome, Kexi. Please be my Zelda. JK, have any of you made any Zelda-inspired foods? I have not. But they do have cookbooks based on all
That's what I
those
was
things.
thinking.
That's true.
I have the
Which I
Skyrim
think is
cookbook, so we should get the Zelda one.
You absolutely should. Make a whole thing about it. Mercenary says, yes, Sega Channel, streaming games before Stadia. You didn't actually play it. It was pre-recorded footage or someone else playing it, making you think you were playing it.
Okay.
What?
I was with Stadia, too.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad.
I just wanted to play it in the background. You see her face go, "Whoa, yeah!"
It's peak, bro. It's peak.
Look at
can't
this.
play it on mute.
What a
You can't.
goofball.
You can't play it on mute.
Holy.
You need the music. It's like...
Epic. There it is right there. The top video game intro of all time, Blab.
It's
That's
Wow.
great.
so good.
What a L take.
You know what? I can have my
Unimaginably
opinions.
not based.
I can have my opinions. I don't care if you don't like them. You can close the door on it where the sun don't shine.
That's great, Blab's way to alienate our audience. Go ahead.
Yeah, good job.
Go ahead, Blabs.
Oh, I'm still going? Okay, anyway.
Yeah, you're still
Prominent
going.
fan for two says, Mahong, the problem with Sega Channel was its late release date for the Genesis and it being gate-kept to most of the northeastern U.S. on Time Warner cable systems. Phoenix, I'm going to go to you in a couple seconds. Zelkendorf for two says, Var, hey, listen, your love for Navi is traitorous to us Zelda fans.
L plus ratio plus maiden list.
I'm good whenever.
Yeah.
Ready to-
No.
Okay. Karnak, hey Blabs, did you ever respond to Stewart of the Loading Crew Crafts following up since I'm responsible for convincing him to reach out to you? Welcome,
I
Kexi.
have not seen this. I don't know.
Young Stove, Wolverine looks like straight up AAA sloppo. Oh, originality, Uggo characters, hard pass, zero creativity. It's just recycled gameplay we've seen for years. Not that John Stewart, Craig. I think we're old. Me from 82.
Yeah, we are. Congratulations, we're old.
Max Smalls, how you doing, Max? If you like that Trump Zelda thing, Craig, check out Trump Plays Modern Warfare 3 from Voice Troll. By Azers on YouTube. Freaking had me rolling right before Trump got elected. Hilarious. I think we've seen that.
I think so,
It's pretty
too.
funny. Mercenary, a woman of good taste, Vera. Navi never annoyed me. Then again, I loved the fairy brother and sister fairies from Majora's Mask. I didn't get the hate for them or even Jar Jar. I loved them all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice, Mercenary.
Well, Mercenary continues. Darth Jar Jar made it better for me. You will never take away my Phantom Menace. That is Sith Lord Jar Jar. Revolg 98. I think Phoenix's tuberculosis should be an image of Muhammad. I couldn't agree more, Revolg.
Don't even know what's going on there. Okay.
Neither do I. Mercenary Darth Jar Jar made it. I did already said that.
Yep.
And, okay. For some reason, not clear. Okay.
That's okay.
Commodore Fan 64. No, the Sega Channel adapter had just enough memory to hold a single game. So when you turned it off, you lost the game you downloaded. So you did play the games. Okay, that answers that question. 2 more to go. Pogo 86. Here's some crumbs. Thank you, Pogo. And
Thank you.
finally, Dirt is King. Nintendo had the Satellaview satellite radio expansion, which allowed you to download several exclusive video games, including F-Zero stages and SNES Zelda games. It was exclusive to Japan in 1995.
All right.
Sure,
Thank you
that
very
is
much.
true.
Tenarian says, we're all onks here, fam. Even when I find 18-year-old review videos about the games I play, the reviewer mentions how they used to play them, quote, back in the day. Shower thought. Lights in video games run on real electricity. Thank you, Tenarian. That's an odd shower thought, but thank you for chiming in right there. All right, I'll tell you what. Kex, you are big on AI, huh?
Yes.
Oh, it's great. One of my favorite things that I've seen recently is the trend, and I don't know if you guys have seen this trend, but it's been all over my timeline, of taking existing movies and changing their ending with AI. Have you seen this trend at all?
This annoys me because this was an idea that I had when I was 12 years old, and I tried so hard to make it a reality, and I couldn't do it. I used puppets and shit. Didn't work because I always wanted to take like the most like pretentious, dramatic film of all time and just change the ending where it's just wait, what? You know, like
Yep.
someone dressed in a bear costume just has sex with the lead. You're just like, wait, what? That didn't make sense with Titanic. That's what I always wanted to do.
Right. I love the idea of the hard cut after like a dramatic moment. Like, you know, Jack Jack on the door with with Rose over there, and she's like, "I'll never let go," and then it just like it goes to a hard cut. And it's like Jack is dead, whatever, right? It just totally changes the ending. Well, Kex, I think you'll be interested in this because one of the most iconic '80s movies ever was The Karate Kid, and this was this kid's first time watching the ending of Karate Kid, and they changed the ending here.
What? What? They're gay?
That's exactly it. Yes. Because you have to let the person watch the whole movie and then be so confused at the end.
Yes. The idea, I mean, it's spectacular to see the block here at the end. Johnny actually blocked the kick, and then they just kind of stare at each other awkwardly. And then just go in for the old kiss. And he's like, they're gay. Yes, Johnny and Daniel are in fact gay. Kex, that I'm willing to pay more for Ram for that.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, trolling is that is done right. Trolling done right. So
I love it.
Funny. And I think about the whole movie, right? Like they are all like a love-hate relationship, and then at the end he's like, I'm not gonna do this, coach, and this is why.
Got her. There it is right there. Yeah, that's right.
And then
right.
you ruined the movie for them forever, which is the best part. It's forever ruined.
Yes, absolutely. It's totally jacked up. The kid has no idea what's happening. And then when he sees the end, he's like he goes back and he watches it for real, and he's like, wait, I'm sorry, what just happened? This is way better. Vera, is there a movie that you, and I know this is a very big open-ended question, and I don't mean to take 3 hours for you to answer this because
I'm gonna need 3 hours. That's the problem.
Can you think off the top of your head of any famous movies that you'd like to see the ending changed?
I guess I'd like the end of Lost change to be that they were like an alien science experiment and they all were going crazy in some like arena that the aliens put them in.
That reminds me of The Simpsons, where they had Poochie the dog as part of Itchy and Scratchy.
Yeah.
Are y'all familiar with this? Kexi, have you ever heard of, who Poochie the dog is?
I don't know who Poochie. I don't watch The Simpsons. I know Itchy and Scratchy though.
So there's a scene where, there's an entire episode about Poochie the dog, who is a new character in Itchy and Scratchy, and it starts off as Homer is the person who is voicing Poochie the dog, and he becomes this like super hot, cool, radical '90s character. But they end up writing him off because Homer doesn't want to voice something that Poochie is. They say Poochie's going to do this. Homer's like, Poochie would never do that. It's like whatever, right? So they have him fly off into space with out of nowhere, and it's very obviously edited. It's spectacular. So, anyways, yeah, it's that's kind of what I imagine we can do with AI, and we should probably do more of that. If I'm being totally honest with you, more Poochie the dog stuff with movies like we saw with the Karate Kid there. So, anyways, I love that stuff. I just wanted to share that with you. So there we go. Jarl Doom came in with 5. Says, "Dude, Soul Reaver. That game holds a spot. Holds the spot for my first epic video game intro. It's iconic."
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
But is it better than Quidditch in 2003 for
Quidditch World Cup, get the title right.
Bad take. Blabs, you've never played the Arkham games, have you?
No.
Please play Arkham Asylum. That intro is so freaking amazing.
It probably won't top Quidditch World Cup.
All you have to do is play the intro. Play the intro, play past the tutorial until you make it out to the island. I'll give you $25. How about that? I'll give you $25.
That's not enough to buy even a card.
But you get to stream it. Come on, you'll make a couple more bucks. Come on, Blabs.
I'll think about it. I'm currently just playing Skyrim, and I'm making Lydia my wench. So
Skyrim is good.
I'm busy.
Enjoy it because you're never gonna get another at this rate. Yeah. you're gonna be in the nursing home by the time Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. So.
Nathaniel says, "Who is the best Legend of Zelda companion, and why is it Midna?" Oh, that's
I
interesting.
love Twilight Princess is my favorite.
Mine too. I like Twilight Princess.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a game that kind of gets overlooked, I would say.
Ooh, I
Those who
disagree.
love,
Everybody talks about that game.
I guess I don't know. You know what game
depends on your age.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
You know what game, the most underrated Zelda game, which I will probably get hate for this, is Skyward Sword.
I love Skyward Sword. It's good. And you know
Big
what
no
other
for
game
me.
gets overlooked? Minish Cap. Minish Cap is so good too.
I think that Skyward Sword is a wonderful game with a phenomenal
Yes.
soundtrack, and it's just a fun Zelda game. It's just
We
fun.
need-
Have you tried the Switch version with just regular controls? Okay, you haven't.
No.
Okay.
It's
Does
better.
it suck?
No, it's better.
No, I'm just curious.
Oh.
Some people prefer it. Some people are
need a-
rediscovering it now that it's accessible to them.
We need the Trump mod, but for Groose and Skyward Sword. So it's him just constantly like punching Link and beating Link up, being like, "You're so weak."
You're weak, Link. You're weak. Wink. All right. Let's see. Skylar came in with $4.99. Says, "I still have Navi. Hey, listen," as my text tone that I set for people that I always respond to, no matter what. Navi's the goat. Based fair, per usual.
See, base take for a based lady because Navi is based.
Mario says, since you guys enjoy AI, you should check out Monumental. He does short videos, and he's currently doing a mashup of LTR and Stranger Things, but with all the action stars. All right. Thanks. And Rafflecopter says Titanic. They miss the iceberg. It's just a love affair on a boat, and they go home safely.
And then Rose is living in New York with a poor guy who ends up like cheating on her because he's too busy drawing the ladies of the night.
You know, I saw this has been an ongoing theme the last several years when it comes to Rose and how she, like, when it comes to the worst people in movie history, like there's Rose from Titanic, they're thought of as like the heroes of the story, but Rose, the girl, Jenny from Forrest Gump, you know, these people that are really big. And over as years have gone on, people looked at them like, no, they're actually like really shitty people, right? I saw one yesterday, which I never thought about. But did you know that Pam from The Office was like a really shitty person if you really think about it?
Oh yeah, she was engaged, she cheated, she always belittled him, like his interest and really the interest of everyone around her. She kind of was like a bad person in a way.
Yeah, like she's probably like the villain of the entire show. Cheating on people, cheated on the guy she married. I mean, bad stuff, threatens divorce. Genuinely awful person. 10 million views on this. This is one of those things that just gets passed in front of you right there. So fun stuff. Also passed in front of us, DB Wild has an update, Phoenix, on your VTuber model. I don't know if you saw this.
No, I didn't.
Look at this.
Hey, look at me.
Aww.
There you are. It doesn't talk, but look at how happy you are.
What? I do love that. I love him. I definitely want to make that a VTuber there. I love that. Thank you, W.
Actual little Rumble hat, and you got your jacket.
Yeah.
The hell was that?
Yeah, I just love otters. They're very adorable, Craig. See, they're just holding a little seashell. See, look at that.
Yeah.
Just don't ever tell them about the mating, then he gets very upset.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens with the mating, Blabs?
Oh, boy.
The males are very violent with the females. Like, very violent, where they accidentally will sometimes kill the females.
Oh,
So,
boy.
they're not the super duper sweet things you think they are.
Oh.
That's not good.
No. So,
wait,
got
hold
very
on.
upset.
You're gonna kill the how do you have a baby if you kill the female?
Well, it's not like they do it on purpose, but they're so aggressive and they're rough and they cut them open with their nails and everything that they end up dying from their injuries. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's very discouraging to hear. I understand why you'd feel so sad about that,
I'm
Phoenix.
traumatized.
I know.
God.
Very aggressive little otters.
Yeah.
Let's go to hard news. Well, I got some good news for everybody. We're alive. I don't know if you saw this, but there was a lot of talk yesterday about how This is the dumbest thing about it. We've said a lot of dumb things on the show, but this may be the dumbest thing that has ever been said. There was a claim yesterday that a rare space event would kill up to 60 million people on Earth after the Earth would lose gravity for 7 seconds yesterday. Did y'all hear about this?
Because yesterday I even said they're going to say gravity doesn't exist. It was like the prophecy right there. Wow. Mm-hmm. When we were talking about the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
from
this
a
is 2
couple
days
of
ago?
days ago.
Oh,
It started
okay.
like blowing
Well-
up and going viral like a week ago. And then NASA, had to come out and make a statement being like, this isn't happening. Obviously, like this is false information that is being spread across social media because people actually started to get panicked about it.
Yeah. Because people, that's what the internet does. They get upset about all sorts of things, which is amazing. If you think about the Earth losing gravity for 7 seconds, the absolute, like, could you just imagine people just flying off into space from their cars or whatever? Like, in here, I think I'd be okay because the ceiling is just a few feet above me, right? Whereas, if you're just walking around out, downtown or outside and you just fly off into the atmosphere, I mean, it may actually solve a lot of problems if you really think about it.
It's all like, oh, I can't. I know I can fly. I'm going to be Superman. And then a couple seconds later, this kid levitates in his bedroom. He's like, look, I'm doing it. And then he falls back down to his bed or something.
That may be the best way to cull the human existence ever, possibly. If they just shut off gravity.
Just shut off the gravity.
Also, I look, I'm not trying to make people more afraid, but do you really think NASA would fucking tell us? Everybody would be panicking in the days leading up to it. It would be pandemonium. Everyone would be like, I'm going to be one of the losers that's going to die. They wouldn't tell us. Come on.
I love
now.
that. I love that. That's where you went. You're like, you think they fucking tell us?
Right. What would telling people help? Unfortunately, like.
Well, there's a reason why they didn't tell everybody there was an asteroid coming to Earth in the 1999 classic Armageddon, because they knew that the world would panic.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what would happen.
Total side note, in when it comes to people panicking, I am in the process of, like, I've always been fascinated by aliens, and over the last few years, you've had governments come out and say, like, oh man, guess what? These things are whatever. We're seeing these things. They're not from Earth, and this technology is not earthly technology. I'm watching a documentary on Prime right now. It's called S4, and it's about Bob Lazar. Are you guys familiar with Bob Lazar and the whole Area 51 S4 stuff and all that?
Yes.
Yeah?
I am.
Farrah, have you started watching this documentary at all?
I haven't watched this specific documentary, but there have been many documentaries on Bob Lazar.
Kexi, are you an alien believer?
No.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not.
Nice. Okay, so you think that we are the only people, the only humans, or only, like, in all the galaxy? You think that this is it? And I'm not asking to be like mean. I'm just asking.
I mean, are like angels and demons and stuff. Do you count those? But yeah, I count those. I think they exist. So obviously, no.
Okay. Well, this is a really interesting doc, because apparently I think what they're getting to in this documentary is the whole premise of Bob Lazar was he worked on Area 51 and he was privy to a bunch of technology that wasn't man-made. And they have this anti-gravity thing that he's talking about, and it's all like lines up. And apparently what happens at the end of the doc is they make, using the schematics that he had, what he described. So I think that's what they're building to. And you actually get to see kind of what he described. And I don't know. I'm intrigued by this whole documentary. I'm only like 30 minutes in. So yeah, go ahead, Vera.
I was just going to say that, Bob Lazar, he claimed that in 1989, he worked at a secret S4 facility near Area 51, reverse engineering extraterrestrial spacecraft. And yeah, he said that there were like 9 saucers. One was called like the Sport model, which was powered by a stable isotope of element 115. Yeah. Yep.
And whatever the hell element 115 is, I don't know. but that's a thing apparently. So, yeah. All right. Well, look, I love space. I love aliens. I love everything about that. You know what? I also. Oh, yes, Phoenix. Were you going to say something? Or are you just
No.
holding your mic up?
I'm just
Okay,
scratching my
sounds
eye.
I think
Okay, sounds
that,
good.
Carl Sagan said it best. If we're the only life, then that's a lot of wasted space.
good. I think that's kind of how I think about it too.
I believe in aliens out there, somewhere out there. I think just mathematically I would assume that that would exist. As far as them being here, no, I 100% don't believe it.
You
I'll
don't think
look
that
at the
they're
evidence.
like walking among us, like Mystique being a shapeshifter, like working a 9 to 5?
What if I'm an alien?
Working
when
in the
you-
factories,
When
and
you
like
put it like that there are
collecting
aliens
information
working,
about us.
they came here to work a 9 to 5 job in
They
accounting.
came here to serve
Yes,
coffee
I
at the
do.
diner.
I would like to change my
Yeah.
answer.
Okay, yeah. Check your answer a little bit.
Good point.
Well, I'll be interested to see it when the aliens arrive and they show up, if they're not already here, if they can read cursive. Mm-hmm. Blabs over here put this in the run sheet.
Read this word. I can't read cursive. Read this word.
What the is that?
That looks fake.
What that say?
Sound it out.
How I don't know what the first letter is.
Read this word. What's the first letter? An S? What's the first letter?
It's K.
L, right? G?
An R?
Keeler. Sheila.
To F.
Read this word.
F-E-E-B-R-E.
F-E-E-L-R-E. F-E-E-L-R-W?
That's not even a
Why are
word.
they saying
You're the
R?
problem. You need to work on
Because they're
I-
retards. That's why.
Blabs, you were really upset about this. The idea of they can't read cursive.
I don't think. I'm assuming they don't teach cursive in school anymore.
Well, they probably do. These people just don't pay attention in school.
yeah.
And their
I don't know.
parents don't actually parent them and force them to learn things and do homework. And
There was towards the end of that video, there was one person, the person who was interviewing spells out what the word is, and they still couldn't pronounce the word even though it was being spelled out. It's like, you just need to say it now. And they're like, Febor. Yeah, sad society.
wild.
Well, maybe he can spell out this word here because font
was
apparently
so-
does matter.
Rexworth.
I would buy this specifically because people would misread it.
For a special see you next Tuesday, Aunt.
What a wonderful gift.
Well, we do know that the education system is in a rough spot here. This is a very
public
very-
education is in the gutter. That is absolutely embarrassing. This is why homeschooling is the best, because you can actually monitor what your children are doing, and you can actually have them learn things that you think are going to be important for their future, instead of sending your kid off to school and then them learn absolutely nothing, and then 5 years out of high school they can't read cursive.
Well, speaking of reading cursive, how about filling in 4 words? Because this was a viral video the last few days of this teacher.
These kids are leaving high school and going to college, and they couldn't fill in 4 words. 4 words. I literally broke down in the middle of class. This is only day 2. And I have seniors who simply cannot read, and seniors who cannot write. They can reason, they have the ability to defend their reasoning if it's talking to their homeboy, but applying that to a written text, 2 paragraphs, and they couldn't do it. Our young black men, our young brown men, our young black girls, and our young brown girls.
See, why is it you always have to go to race, though? This isn't just happening amongst the black community. This is happening just across public education. In general, these people always have to bring up race and gender. It is insane. And a big part of public school is just that it is there to program, right? You are supposed to learn how to act. You are supposed to learn how to think. You are supposed to learn what is acceptable out in the real world, which is only being pushed by one, group of people. But it's not about race. This is happening to everybody.
What I was laughing at real quick at just in that thing while the guy was crying, you see the kid on the phone. So I'm just curious, did they like text in like symbols and like little pictures? Like what do they do? Are they just gibberish?
Well, it's like
hieroglyphics.
Yeah. It's like FML or OMW or FR, and it's all abbreviated language.
Okay.
Dead ass, no camp.
Well, this is, I agree with you, Vera. The idea of it being a black problem or a brown problem or a white problem, it's a entire education system problem. Because I'll tell you this right now, I know from personal experience, my daughter, who is now in 6th grade, in your school, you learn, it's just like you learn your numbers, right? You start with your basic single numbers and you work your way up to multiplication, addition, multiplication, you get there, right? I think I was in 3rd grade maybe when I learned my like 1 through 12 multiplication, right? I think that's probably pretty accurate, right? Where if I go, hey, Blaz, what's 8 times 8? You say
64.
And you know immediately, right? It's one of those things where you don't need to look at your fingers. You don't need to do that, right? Phoenix, hey, what's 12? Okay, Phoenix, what's 12 times 3?
36.
Okay, it's super easy, right? So my daughter was entering 5th grade last year. And we're not like in the hood, right? But she was having a tremendous amount of time in math. So she's like, I just don't get it. I don't understand. So what happened was I sat down with her at the kitchen table and I realized what it all comes down to was she's like, I'm having a really hard time with multiple digit multiplication. And when I broke it down, what she was having problems with was single digit multiplication. What is 7 times 4? Yeah, right? We all know that, boom, 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 we can just knock it out. But then it dawned on me, she was in 5th grade. So the last 2 years, her teachers have just passed her along, even though she was having a hard time with this. They just pushed her along. And so we went to tutoring and all this stuff, but that was really like a holy shit moment for me where, we're not like I said, we're not in the hood or anything like that. So if this is happening at a school like ours, it's happening everywhere. And that's how you get a kid who is going into college that can't read or write because they're just constantly passed on. And I think that's a bigger indictment of the system more than anything else.
Doesn't that start with the George Bush No Child Left Behind Foundation? I remember seeing that all the time on PBS when I was a kid, right at the end. That was
Here's the thing that people don't want to talk about when it comes to the education system, is that the most important person in the school is not the students. It's not the administration. It's not the principal. It's not the secretaries. It's the attendance counter. Because the attendance counter, what they do specifically, I just know where I live. Every day when your kid goes to school, the state pays you for that kid being in attendance. That is how the schools and the districts make money. So for me, the idea of just passing these kids on, even from a business perspective, maybe I'm totally off on this, but it just doesn't make sense. Because if you have a kid who's struggling, keep them in school. Guess what? You're going to make more money from it because you're paid X number of dollars per day for them being here. But that's why it's so important. They put a big emphasis on making sure you're in class by this time, because the state says, hey, we need to make sure we have this many kids in. And that's how they decide how much the school, the district, whatever, makes for that day-to-day basis. And that's like the deep, dark secret that people truly don't understand about specifically here in Texas. It may be different in other states, but that's something that people don't want to talk about.
But the teachers the teachers get attacked by the parents when they don't pass. The children don't pass. I've seen that a lot too. That's why. So it all comes. You're thinking about the attendance, but you're not thinking about the teachers that involved with it. They don't want to deal with parents, especially the same parents who are going to complain every single year. They're going to pass that kid. They don't want to hear them.
You're 100% right. It's just pass them along. Pass them along to the next one.
It's just daycare.
Yeah, and over the years, obviously, something like No Child Left Behind has been highly criticized. But as Thomas Sewell would say, the reason why we got things like No Child Left Behind and why it was pushed so heavily for well over a decade is because of ultimately politics. And look at what's happening now with race being brought up. It is a victimhood mentality, and there were a lot of communities that were predominantly Black that were falling behind. And with No Child Left Behind, there were like over 28,000 schools back in the early 2000s that showed like math and reading test scores technically improved, or that more young Black students made the largest gains, but it's because they were being passed, and he had been very, very critical of that. And really just, yeah, it all leads back to politics. Oh, you want the most Black people to be able to pass, just being handed out, or certain groups of people. But now it's gotten to the point where every single group is now facing problems because everybody was just being passed across the board, and really unfairly. Education should be about learning. The public school system should be about learning these different skills that you are going to need throughout your life, not just being handed a trophy and having a sticker slapped on your shirt because you technically showed up, so that's good enough. But as we know, and as I could go on about for hours and hours, that the victimhood mentality is a part of Marxism. It's being pushed by the communists and the left, and they push this narrative. It's about creating new victimhood classes. And the new classes are race and gender and sexuality, and this victimhoodness is being capitalized on by the Marxists, and this is why homeschooling is extremely important.
Mm-hmm.
This is I don't feel bad for the teacher who made that video because he was not a part of their education leading up to that. Like he's talking about I'm assuming he's talking about seniors here, but there is an epidemic of just passing the kid along and just they're not my problem anymore. Not my problem anymore. You know, I'm gonna, you know, whatever. That is something that needs to be addressed, and how you address that, I don't know. But I agree with you, Vera. A lot of it does come back to politics.
They also lowered the standards, didn't they? Like when we were kids, it was like 90s were A and 80s were B, but now it's like 85 is
depends on the state. Yeah, depends on the state. Yeah, there are some states where like you can get a 35 and it's considered a D. I don't know.
God King Emperor right now is about to go and say anyone who fails and can't read and write and is 17 years old gets nuked.
Incorrect, actually, because I actually have a very quick story. When I was in high school, all my teachers, they knew I was a hopeless student because I would keep drawing and shit. They thought I was going to go somewhere. Whoops, they were wrong. But they really believed in me.
Thanks, Phoenix.
I like to do that. They really believed in me. And so I was failing everything, and it really came down to this final earth science test that I had to take in order to graduate. And the best thing ever happened, they said, oh, you're going to take the test alone, so there's no distractions. I'll never forget it. My teacher just said, okay, I'm just going to leave the answer book on my table. I just have to go and grab a coffee for an hour. And I said, okay, goodbye. And so I just went there and I just filled in every single answer correctly. I didn't even give one question wrong. I got 100% on my earth science quiz and I graduated high school.
Wow.
Look at you.
Good job.
But then didn't you like study your ass off in college?
Yeah, in college, when I went to art school, it was a very different thing. But as far as high school,
art.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's rough.
See, Phoenix, I call that being resourceful.
Exactly.
Yes, and they can be smart, or you can be resourceful. And you, friend, were resourceful there, and I think that's good. Yeah, so good for you. You did what needed to be done. So
yep,
there you go.
Thank you. I'm really a hero when you think about it. Thank you.
I admire your bravery.
Someone play Nickelback.
Need to look at this photograph. Phoenix, coming to you for some supers here.
Okay.
Before we get to our next story here.
Here we go. Okay, you ready? I'm ready.
Yep.
All right, 1 second. There we go. And here we go. All right.
I'm ready. 1 second.
Yeah. Chief Corey Anderson, I love Vera. Not only is she pretty, she's intelligent and doesn't frolic. The one issue I do have is I don't believe she has legs. Dun, dun, dun. You in a wheelchair, Vera?
No, I'm not. And I've also walked around conventions, but everybody can have their own beliefs.
David, attendance, 4-year grad rates, and EOC scores are the KPI metrics for schools. This problem comes from the right not fighting for education, letting the left have 12 years of most kids' life.
Did you know I really cared about perfect attendance when I was a kid? And like I only missed like school like twice, and it was because I was dying, basically.
I'm the opposite. I literally never went to school.
No, I was like, I can't miss a day of school. I want my perfect attendance. And yeah, and then by the time I hit senior year, I was like, I don't even care if I'm not here. I was going every single day. And like I didn't get my certificate at the end of the year saying you completed a full school year without missing a time. So I'm like, this fucking sucks. So I missed a day or two on purpose in my senior year. I was like, I'm going to the beach. And I had senior school day.
Against the
Rule
grain.
breaker.
Yeah.
I was in 5 honor societies. A real big rule breaker.
Wow.
Thanks.
Thank you, Blabs.
Max says all the way back in 2009, I remember a story in Dallas where they were requiring permission from the parents to fail their kids. Or a Sunday. Bloopity snooples. Parents play a role in this too. My dad used to work 10 to 12-hour shifts 6 days a week, but found time to help me with homework or studying. Parents these days don't care as long as the kids go to school. And Yeti, as one of those students who benefited from No Child Left Behind, I blame the cookie cutters style school system.
You also punish the smarter children too, because then they also get dragged down.
Commodore fan, yes, this is a general public education problem, but when you look at the numbers, these problems are higher among urban schools with higher minority rates to keep the funding coming and not look racist. But again, this is the same group that keeps voting in the same, like, how many decades and decades and decades do you need to go, this isn't working, and you keep voting for it? So file under who gives a shit. Chief Corey Anderson, old Greg can read and paint. Max says, even better, schools count attendance as late as 10 a.m. Wow. Okay. Triple J2, behind policy. Oh, I'm sorry. No Child Left Behind policy is one of the worst when it comes to public school education. Revolg USA, autocorrected VTuber. I'm sorry, autocorrected VTuber. Okay, thanks. Wolf and Wings, my teachers told me I would never get a job staring out the window. I now drive a semi-truck. Oh boy, Wolf. Chief Corey Anderson, kids not being able to read or write is on teachers. Paul Vidier Gamer, when it comes to aliens, consider apart from the 5 or 6 close galaxies we're in the middle of the local void, empty space with a radius of 1 billion light years at warp 9.9, 1 million years to edge. That's a long time to edge. Joking there. Chief Corey Anderson, member for 3 months, 3 pretty ladies on one stream. Lucky day. Thanks for having Yuki on. Where is Fillion? Mercenary Vera has it right. They are real, and you will be shocked when it is revealed. We are desperate for their help since we got people that can't read cursive. Dance with the Devil. Public schools are for the lessons of living with kids of other backgrounds like religious, ethical, or financial. I grew up in the Bay Area high school, and I enjoyed every moment of it. Made a lot of friends.
Thank you, Dance.
Spider Bro has rated on Kick. Thank you.
Let's go. Love our Kicksters over there. Quick reminder, after the show today, I'm going to be live over on Kick doing a reaction to this debate that's going on with the Andrew Wilson, Candace Owen things. I did about an hour before the show, and we'll definitely be continuing some Craiging it on Kick a little bit after the show. So,
Super Lane, No Child Left Behind was replaced by the Every Student Succeeds Act in 2015. Look it up. Literacy rates today are lower than where they were in the late 1800s.
Let's go one more, and then we'll move on to our next story.
Zelikendorf, somebody should write balcony in cursive for Blab.
Oh, no. Talking about not being able to spell. Blabs.
I can spell, just not under pressure. You give me a microphone and I freeze. How many times have you seen this happen?
It's true. Can you spell baloney?
Yes.
But I shan't share it with anyone.
That's right. Tenarian for 5 says the Quidditch World Cup intro is basically just Final Fantasy X's Blitzball intro, but for babies. Twilight Princess is the best Zelda game. I have all the versions and a Midna statue with LED lights. Thank you, Tenarian.
Yes. Such a great game.
All right. Let's do some hardcore video games here. Vera, I don't know if you saw this. There was a viral X thread yesterday with 3.5 million views on it. People are fired up about this story. From Paul Tossi. Says, a woman writing a Saber game said she was fired and replaced with AI, and the CEO response is one of the most insane things I've ever read. Okay? This is what you need to know because this is the most, this is 3.5 million views over here. So I want to read this to you really fast. This is the response. It's courtesy of This Week in Video Games. Right here. And they requested a follow-up from Saber Interactive. And this is from their CEO. Stella who? I used to ask Claude because I've never spoken to her or seen her. We've already said we are using AI for certain points in the game, and we'll update the Steam page once we had finalized the feature set. Let me clarify that the entire story script, where to win an award, sorry, I cannot read, would go to someone who can walk up on stage and receive it. It was always our intention to reveal this until Stella violated our confidentiality clause and revealed this before we were ready. We look at our use of AI in this particular game, which will be lower price titled as a plus for consumers. As far as Stella is concerned, she was replaced by someone more talented and terminated for a variety of reasons a few months later. From what I can gather, she enjoys controversy even more than I do. I would frankly, in retrospect, have been happy to replace her with AI. At least we would have been dealing with someone programmed to be honest.
Get fucked. Wow.
Yeah, it's really just like FAFO. So there are a couple of pieces of information, right, that I think are important to note here. First of all, the individual Stella in question, yes, is a man LARPing as a woman.
You want to see Stella? You want to see Stella? Here's Stella.
Stella means star.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a star.
Yeah, no. So there was initially the media was running to this person's defense because the initial story used pronouns of he and him, and so they started melting down over that, and Paul Tassi was kind of melting down over that. So that led to confusion about who it actually was that the story is about. Their name now is Stella. So take that as you will. But second of all, we do not have at this point in time any screenshots or information that points to this person technically leaking any story information about this, which the journos are saying happened. And well, some are saying it happened, some are saying it didn't. And so we don't know exactly the information that was apparently leaked. But I think that the Saber Interactive CEO's response is absolutely hilarious because right now, we are seeing some people in the games industry inevitably being replaced by AI. But if this person wasn't seen as a core member of this team or good enough to keep around, then I'm going to just assume that they replace this person with another writer, not just filling in the slot with AI. Of course, the games media wants there to be a lot of panic surrounding this, oh, she was completely replaced by the AI. That's not the case. Somebody else was put into the lead writer position. But I think that this response is absolutely fucking hilarious, saying that you just weren't good enough at your job. You were replaced by someone more talented and terminated for a variety of reasons a few months later. It just comes across to me as this individual Stella wants attention. And they know that right now, a lot of companies are not hiring. It is extremely hard to get a job in this space. And so they are trying to play the victim card, saying, poor me, I was terminated unfairly. I was targeted because I'm a man LARPing as a woman. I deserve credit and I deserve praise. And so it just comes across as this individual being desperate for an opportunity to be hired again in this sphere.
The response to this is actually really funny because you see Paul Tassi throwing this out there, right? And why specifically would he have to start his post with a woman?
Right. The gender technically shouldn't matter, but again,
Correct.
He's trying to use it to gain some points on social media in the eyes of this certain group of individuals, because Paul Tassi is a reeing SJW who only wants his politics to be pushed in the industry and only wants people that agree with his opinions to actually have jobs and continue to protect this echo chamber that exists.
Savvy actually pointed this out very well. And this is before Savvy didn't know this was a dude. Savvy had no idea.
Yeah.
He scrolled down and says, more CEOs should do that. That was funny. Also, why did you have to say a woman? Why couldn't you say former employee? It's little things like that I find interesting about your type, right? Mm-hmm. And he actually does respond here. He says, it literally says her name and her gender multiple times, the old multiple gender thing right here. But like, why lead with that? You shouldn't have to lead with this. You could just say a writer on a Saber game. That's fine. You don't need to identify. Like, it is not prevalent to the story at all.
Yeah,
and
that
Paul
should
Tassi,
be the least important point of the whole story.
Correct.
Right.
Absolutely.
If the story is a lead writer was fired, you should be questioning, is this project falling apart? Is it in dev hell? Are there these issues? Not, well, a woman, in air quotes, was fired from this project.
Yeah. And what's going back to the statement itself was actually really, really funny. Down here at the end, at least we would be dealing with someone programmed to be honest. And I don't know. I just throwing this out there. I don't even know if this person is honest with themselves.
Well, clearly not.
Exactly.
They are not.
They are not.
I was curious. By the way, they're not on X. They're on Blue Sky, of course.
Ah, classic.
I was curious to see how they'd respond to all this. And they were, they, them, she, her, whatever this dude, Stella, who's, by the way, why do they always have names like Stella or like Diamond?
Because it's like they played a Barbie computer game in the early 2000s, and that's like one of the default names that you could pick for your Barbie. And then they decided to just run with that because they latch onto things and then make it their entire personality.
Well, Stella was going to celebrate last night. Apparently things aren't that bad because Stella was going to go out for a little karaoke here. Look at this guy over here. Why? I'm sorry. I just. I saw it, so you have to see it. I didn't see it, so you had to see it. Sorry about that, Phoenix.
You know what I'd really love to have in the industry is people like Stella and Hunter Schafer and Rachel Zegler and all these weirdos make a game and have it be the biggest bomb of all time and lose literally $1 billion. Just make it the next Concord, hire the Anita Sarkeesians for it, hire the Stellas and the Hunter Schafers to act in it. It would be so glorious to see them lose a record-breaking $1 billion, and then we get to just point and fuck and laugh.
I mean, we do that on a day-to-day basis anyways.
True.
But the financial loss would be spectacular. Yeah, I agree with you on that. So, yeah, that's kind of where things are at. This is such a non-story. Like, I have no problem. Like, I think what the CEO said is 100% right. Like sorry, Toots, you weren't good enough. The AI was better than you. I think that's more of a statement about Toots over here than it is the AI.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not a good enough writer. Then the breaks.
If you suck at your job, you don't deserve to have that job. And these people feel entitled to their job. They feel like they can do no wrong, and they feel like they should never be reprimanded for their poor actions and their poor job that they're actually doing. And then when they are actually called out like a normal human being and told, you suck at this and you're fired, they freak out because they feel like they are better than everybody else because they were hired based on their skin color, their gender, their sexuality, whatever it may be. There's a wide range or a long list of reasons. But, they feel like they can do no wrong. And then when they're told they've done wrong, they melt down over it.
That's a really good point era. The idea that they were hired because of that.
Oh yeah.
And I actually, that's never really.
And now when it doesn't
popped in my brain. I
protect
love that.
them and their job isn't protected due to that because companies are just making cuts in general, they don't know how to cope with that and they don't know how to deal with that as a normal human being would, which is, oh yeah, this absolutely sucks for me, but clearly I wasn't adding anything to the team. And then they just go into this spiel about victimhood and how they're being mistreated, how they're being targeted, how they're being discriminated against, even though they were hired based on discriminatory practices. It's okay when they profit from it and they get something from it, but they freak out when they feel that that's why they got fired, and that's not even why they got fired. They got fired because they sucked at their job, but they're going to claim that that's the reason they got fired.
Kexi, are you hearing the story for the first time?
Yes, and I'm pro AI. I think that an AI is a baby right now. So if you think that you can get replaced by AI, you're in bad shape. Like, you should not be in that company. So like, you really have to know what you're doing with AI in order to get good results from it. So, and if they think AI can replace you, okay, I'm sorry.
Right. Well, that's where we're at now with this, and it's such the fact that story is blown up. It doesn't feel authentic to me. There's zero reason why that story should have 3.5 million impressions on it over on X. It seems like such a non-story.
Well, I think that's why Paul Tassi worded it that way and put it at the front of his post about the story, because otherwise it wouldn't have gotten the traction that he wanted. But he wanted to sort of cause divide and sow the seeds of discontent, and he wanted there to be a big debate on it, and so that is why he worded it that way, because Paul Tassi is still currently employed by Bloomberg, but as we know, there are a lot of journalists that have lost their jobs over the past 2 years, and he feels like he's going to be next on the chopping block. That's why he has a YouTube channel he uploads to almost daily, same with like Jason Schreier. These people know that their time is limited at these legacy media outlets in the traditional media. And so they feel now that they have to find ways to make money in this space. And so he's taken a X and saying, oh, it's a woman, it's a woman, it's a woman. And you're all Islamophobes for criticizing this woman, when that isn't the case.
It's sometimes it's not there's the glaring omissions. It's lying by omission, and then it's like it's tiny little examples like that go very far in showing you that yes, there's absolutely, this is ideologically driven. Like, that's such a great tiny little example. It's so not necessary, and there's I would just love to hear the logic behind that. Like, why did you feel that need? And he didn't do a good job explaining it to Savvy right there, but especially for being a journalist, you should know that stuff's not necessary when it comes to this stuff. It's not even shouldn't be a part of the story. So, all right, I want to move on to this next story, and it has to do with just the absolute genocide that is happening right now because of a sequel to a game that has been announced. But before we do, friends, guess what? Phoenix, do you know what?
It is time for ad read.
That's right.
That's right.
It's time to let everybody know that today's episode is brought to you by our friends over at Rumble Wallet, and it's my job to play this for you. You've heard us talk about Rumble Wallet extensively, and you know what? You're going to now, because they have sponsored this episode of Side Scrollers. Here's the thing. On your screen right now, there is a QR code. I encourage you to get out your phone, scan that, and download the Rumble Wallet app. Now, you don't know a whole lot about Rumble Wallet. That's great. Let me just tell you this. This is what you need to know. It is step one of it being an alternative to like payment processors. Right now, you can do some amazing things. You want to support creators? Guess what? That's the first step of all this. Right now, if you want to support Side Scrollers or any other creator using Rumble Wallet, you give $1, we get $1. You give $1 over on YouTube, we get 70 cents. You sub over on Twitch, we get half of that. Not with Rumble Wallet, 100% comes to us. It's the best way to support independent creators like us over here on Rumble, which is great, and all independent creators. Once again, this is step one. Later on down the line, this is meant to be a payment processor solution where you're going on buying something. You can just scan your Rumble Wallet app. It's awesome. Listen, big things planned. Become an early adopter of it. Scan the QR code on your screen like we talked about, or go to wallet.rumble.com, and check it out for yourself. You may like it, you may not, but you at least should give it a try. We are big fans of alternative tech, alternative options to different apps. This is a great place to start. We appreciate them. They support us. Consider supporting them. Thanks to Rumble Wallet for your continued support of Side Scrollers. This is a paid advertisement from Rumble Wallet. They are sponsoring this portion of the episode. And once again, great support. We appreciate them spectacularly. If you guys haven't yet, definitely check it out for yourself. Thanks, guys. All right. Blabs, I'm coming to you because I got to go potty. And then I'm going to come back. We're going to do this Harry Potter. I just want to let everybody, hey, I got to go restroom.
Bring the mic. Bring the mic.
No.
Weirdo. Anyway, I want to read some of these, Phoenix, and then you're going to get to them too. Okay, so RM Pretend says, want to know which disliked video game character I like? Ashley from original RE4. I've never found her annoying at all. I prefer original Ashley over her remake counterpart.
I think she's like a little bit annoying just because she's like inconvenient to deal with, but not like dialogue or story-wise, and she's not that bad.
Anyway, I'd start from the top, Phoenix.
Okay. Here we go. That Swedish guy, Skyward is top 3 Zelda Twilight worst mainline.
Don't talk to me.
Look at that.
That's terrible. What a terrible second half. I can agree if you really love Skyward at being one of your top games, 100%. Like I get the appeal of it, but Twilight saying it's the worst mainline, I don't know. I have to disagree.
Victor Samega, I've actually got Tattle's Jingle as my text tone. MM is in my top, I guess Majora's Mask is in my top 3 Zelda games. I could never do Majora. I want to. I can't do it. I hate timer mechanics. Alex, for AI, PsyOp anime doesn't get enough love.
I need to go over PsyOp anime. It's so cool.
Mercenary, Groose is the GOAT in Skyward Sword.
Groose is hilarious.
Zelikendorf, Zelda 2 gets overlooked, but I love that one. Yes, Switch controls for Skyward Sword are great. Just waiting for Twilight Princess to come to GameCube on Switch Online. Vera, I've got to imagine you've played the Wii U version of I
still haven't played the
Skyward.
recent fan ROM that they did where it's on PC, it's 4K. They fixed up some of like the controls and stuff. I haven't played that version yet, but that's a fan version, so.
Did you play what did you think of the Wii U's Twilight Princess, all the additions they made to it and some of the corrections?
I like it. I basically like each version of Twilight Princess that exists. So positive.
Dirt is King, the best companion for Link is Eslo. Minish Cap is the best 2D Zelda. Twilight Princess is the greatest hits of a Zelda, the series to that point. Vadi is underused and was left out of Hyrule Warriors.
10 out of 10 takes.
Rolando, I know that people didn't like the CDI Zelda games, but it did bring us Arzette, the Jewel of Paramore. They even brought the CDI Link and Zelda VAs. There is by the way, you can get a remastered version of those CDI games. It's much better. They fix a lot of the quirks of the originals. Just a heads up, and it's totally free. Miso Trash, we need to stop raisins from being default in desserts. Cinnamon rolls and carrot cake is always disappointing. I beg you, God, Emperor Phoenix couldn't send that on YouTube.
I like raisins though.
Verbose Bard for Kexi. Happy birthday, Phoenix. Thank you.
Thank you for the cookies.
Derek PGB Baylor. They are people who deny gravity exists. They are called flat earthers, or more appropriately, retards. Zelikendorf, people are so gullible. If you lose gravity on Earth, you're not going anywhere unless you push yourself. Well, that's smart. The unpleasant blind goo. Use AI to cut boring parts out of shows.
And filler.
Okay. Yeah. Cat Bear Curmudgeon. In Minish Cap, you saw the Minish tucking rupees into the various containers and hiding them in grass, explaining why rupees are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Poca Zelda Navi wasn't that annoying. You know who was annoying? Tingle.
I'm not a Tingle fan. Yeah, way more annoying.
West says cursive is largely obsolete. I like learning all sorts of things, but in hindsight, learning it was a waste of time. Most schools don't teach it anymore.
I like learning. I like reading old journals and stuff. So I like cursive because our ancestors used it a lot. So as a history nerd, I kind of really like knowing cursive and reading all that stuff from the past.
Sure. Bloopity Snooples, also, a lot of teachers can't even give kids a 0 anymore. The lowest they can get is a 50.
Which would technically be a 0.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Commodore fan, parents/grandparents also play a role in all this. In the early 80s, my grandfather had me reading on a 2nd grade level by 5-year-old kindergarten and learning to type.
Let's go.
Almost there. Last effect. It's spelt not the way it sounds, Blabs. It's not BALONIE, Blabs. It's BOLOGNA. Baloney, Blabs. Baloney. New Wolverine
But I
game
know
looks like
that.
trash.
There's a song about it. Oscar
That's
Mayer.
right. Let's go one more, Phoenix, and we'll go.
Okay. Commodore, I've had to can people with my work. I've had to can people with my work over the years a few times, as some people are just shit at their jobs with no redemption and need to be shit canned. Simple as that! ! Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. My wife just dropped off a wonderful QT. Isn't it amazing that we have drinks that are this big? I love this. I love that this is like 44 ounces of just trash going into my body. It's so good. Sorry, that's great. Do you guys have a favorite QT drink before we move on to our next story, or like a gas station drink that you guys always get? Vera, you strike me as somebody who doesn't go to the gas station to get drinks very often.
No, very few and far between. Maybe like once a year I'll get like a slushy or like a Slurpee.
Yeah, Slurpee.
Usually it's like a blue raspberry or one of their like fruity flavors, but yeah. That would require going outside. So,
I was going to say.
Few and far between options here.
Kexi, do you have a gas station drink?
Yeah, no, I just get a Slurpee. I like Slurpees. Red Slurpee.
Slurpee time.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this story. And I'll tell you this right now. We've known about this game for a good while. We knew this was coming, but it's just now getting out there that this is a thing. This is announced to be a pop base. And Blabs, you were saying this is because it has to do with the quarterly earnings call or something?
Yeah, so this was actually announced back in 2024. But they're only saying it now because of last week's shareholders call, and Warner Brothers had said in the call saying we are actively working on it. And so a week later, everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's happening!" But it's been happening for 2 years.
Yeah, and that's the issue with like the
Mainstream
media is that generally they're not going to say that because they want to present it as if this is brand new information. In May 2024, which was a year and 2 months after the release of Hogwarts Legacy 1, we had gotten the confirmation that they were going to be making this, and it's basically been reiterated every single year. It was announced in 2024, in 2025 they had said it, and now they're just saying it again. And we know that there is already a team of developers that is like working on it. Money has already apparently been put onto this project, and it's always funny to me when the media presents it this way, like it's officially in development. We've already known that was the case, especially when you know that Hogwarts Legacy 1 has sold over 40 million copies and made well over $2 billion. Clearly, they were always going to greenlight a sequel. That was always their intention, and clearly they wouldn't want a large span of time between releases because Warner Brothers games, they're struggling right now. They've gone through major layoffs. They've had studio closures and project cancellations. Like, look at the Monolith situation with like the Wonder Woman game, for example. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League lost them hundreds of millions of dollars. Multiverses,
Quidditch Champions.
right, failed to make waves. Quidditch Champions lost them. I think it was like $50 million.
No, it was
the development
even
budget
more
on
than
that
that.
game. Oh,
There
okay.
was even more.
But either way, they've lost billions of dollars over the past 5 or so years with all of these different failures, and Hogwarts Legacy brought them in billions, so of course they want to try to milk that for all it's worth and make a sequel.
This is not a
they
surprise.
even did say, like, sorry to interrupt, but they even did say, like, around, I think last summer or whatever it was, that they were going to be focusing on, like, 4 IPs from Warner Brothers games. Mortal
Game of
Kombat,
Thrones.
DC, Hogwarts, or Harry Potter, and then Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
There was the 4.
They had, talked about their core 4, and they had said Hogwarts Legacy was, like, what was at the top of the food chain for them, their number one focus, what
The
they
best
were
game
going to
that they
want
made.
to work on the most. Yeah, exactly. Like, that should be a no-brainer. So I don't think anybody should be particularly shocked that now they're saying it's in development. I mean,
they literally announced a new community manager, which I thought was funny because the original one was named Chandler, and they brought somebody else in. His name's Cody. I'm like, he swapped one C out for another C. All right, but yeah, they announced a new CM like 2 months ago.
Right.
Well, now that this has officially been, I mean, it's been announced, but this is not new news, but it's making the rounds.
It's trending news.
And I'll tell you this, the reaction to this is spectacular, as you would expect, because Blabs, I know you can speak on this very in depth. The trainees hate J.K. Rowling because they feel. Yes. And this is the response here. This is the top one. This is like October 7th for trans people over here.
Good God.
I'm pretty sure that person is being like very, very sarcastic, and they're
right.
like,
I hope so.
Right. We have this. This is live reaction from 1% of the population. I would say even less than 1%, but the absolute reeing from it. This person says, I don't even care for Harry Potter. I'm just buying it out of spite. And I think that's how you get 40 million copies sold on the first one. You know?
Well, Harry Potter is also massive. The Wizarding World is massive. But yes, there are obviously going to be some people that are going to buy it out of spite. So those sales numbers are boosted and a certain group of individuals online freaks out over this. But yeah, I mean, right now it's a very heated time within the Harry Potter community because of the show and all of the controversy with, Black Snape, for example. And we just had heard, what was it, yesterday, Blabs, about the writer who apparently refused to work on this because they didn't want to support a effing transphobe. And they said that they
worked on Loki and Black Mirror.
Black Mirror, yes. So you have all of that combined with, J.K. Rowling clearly making a lot of money off of the Wizarding World, which makes them mad. And it creates a perfect storm online filled with people who just want to cancel J.K. Rowling because they do not agree with her opinions. And look, I am very critical of J.K. Rowling. I do not agree with a lot of her takes. Clearly on this one, I do definitely agree, but a lot of her opinions are rooted in feminism, and women deserve to be propped up. Women deserve to be praised. Women deserve to be treated better than men in a lot of instances, but yeah, that does not make a certain group of people on social media happy that she is raking in the dough when they view her as a transphobe or TERF.
And to further this home even more, Blabs is pointing this out. Like, there's a trans person in the game.
Yes, there is.
So, like,
there's literally a trans person in the game that adds absolutely nothing to the story whatsoever, but claims to be trans solely for the sake of a checkbox.
Serona Ryan, and everyone these people were freaking out because they're like, Sir Ryan, this is clearly a jab and a jest at what their dead name could be, and people that are trans. Oh my God, cry me a river and float upstream. If you're looking for a problem, you're going to find it. If you look for something that is racist, your mind is going to create a pattern where that pattern doesn't exist, or transphobic content or bigotry or whatever the case may be.
Well, I'll tell you this much, Vera. When it comes to Harry Potter and Hogwarts Legacy 2, and Kexi, I know that you can definitely agree with this, that no video game is worth the price of trans people's basic human rights.
What basic human rights do they have over the rest of us?
They have the right to exist, you bigot.
What, are we stopping them from existing, or are we stopping their delusions from existing?
Yeah, it's just a slogan. I don't know. Good point. Yeah. So
I don't
there
want
we
to
go.
play pretend. No, thank you.
We have this as well from Penny. It says, I can already sense the separate art from artist people. That's a concept that only works when the problematic author is dead, by the way. Don't buy this. It'll be filth used to kill people I cherish.
Yikes.
They only say things because all the artists and the actors and the actresses or whatever all have one political affiliation. So when somebody says something that they don't like, they don't know how to cope.
Oh, exactly.
You don't really have to be dead in order to have this argument.
The idea that it will literally be used to kill people that I cherish.
Yeah, that's
that is
an insane claim to make.
there's no logic behind it, but people are like, it's a genocide there, Vera. It's a genocide, unfortunately, for the love of God. It's amazing to see the meltdown when it comes to Harry Potter. And as you guys have pointed out, J.K. Rowling, she's like super hardcore feminist. She believes all women. She does the whole women thing, right? Like, great.
She never saw the Me Too movement.
But
no,
you
that's
know
huge though, because the Me Too movement was like the biggest feminist thing, and she actually was like, "You don't know."
Okay, she props up all the women. How's that? Is that better?
Well, she doesn't prop up all the women. She props up the ones who have been attacked by the men. I'm literally being like, let's be transparent here. She's done a lot of stupid shit I don't agree with, but let's be real here.
But what I'm saying is like 99% of the time they would agree with most of the things that she says.
Yeah, she's left leaning for sure.
Right. In a part of how these people are saying it funds the death of my friends and my people or whatever, is because J.K. Rowling is making money off of people, and then she donates it to women's only, like, sexual violence charities, and she has a support center that she created, which of course biological women are the women that actually get help and support based on that. So it's, to them, it's saying, well, you're giving money to this person that is funding these centers and these charities that trans women cannot actually be supported from.
Well, we can only wait to see how many people die from Hogwarts Legacy 2 coming out.
So sad that a video game could kill people.
Unbelievable, really.
Just like how Eternal saved lives, the movie, it saved lives. This is going to take lives away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll pray. We'll pray for them all. Pray for everybody and all the
Not
people
me.
that did. Oh, okay, sorry.
Damn.
All right, man, this is spectacular. Raider came in with $57.16, just dropping it, no message.
But no
just said, hey.
message, Raider. Come on, you're supposed to be your little emoji for me.
Raider, let's go. Raider's been a long time supporter of the channel. Like, great to see Raider in the chat. Raider, I'm going to chill on the wall. I got a story about rare video games here as we finish up the week. I'm going to get Raider on the wall real fast while we read a couple of these supers blabs.
Oh, okay. Going to Unisec and Phoenix. Maybe Treehugger revives us, but just like the first one, my friend's gonna mod guns into Hogwarts Legacy 2 like he did the first one.
I got you.
Gifted 5 Kick subs over on Kick with 92 subs. And
92?
Oh, nice. Thank you for the subs.
Okay. The Grateful Gamer, Hogwarts Legacy 2 has potential to make $2 billion. All it has to do is graduate and not add any trans characters to the game. People will support that game. I have a feeling they're going to support it one way or the other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gold Soul Ninja, to quote Patrick Starr, "Where's the leak, ma'am?" Cultural Breakdown, member for 29 months. Thank you. The Hogwarts Legacy news will push the trans population a touch over the 50% mark.
Oh, God.
Chief Corey Anderson, if you can't read cursive, you can't read the Constitution. Not a coincidence. Yeah, good observation there.
Yeah.
Sinbad Amberclad, Kexi, glad to see you made it to the SS, to the Side Scrollers team. Twilight Princess is 100% the best Zelda game, rivaled only by the AI skit where they added the president to the Zelda games and made him basically play as Navi. Xenosaga Swap.
I like both of those.
Sweep, sorry.
And Raider just came in with another $57.16.
Thank you, Raider.
Thank you.
With the emoji. Look at that. See, she says no.
That makes me feel better. Thank you.
That's great. I'm going to get Raider on the wall one more time. Let's do one more, then I'll be back and we'll get going.
Okay, last effect. Craig, is Harry going to use the Potter? Light a match.
Is that a poop joke or something? Is that what that is?
Yeah, when you exited before.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, let's go to a quick reminder. Coming up in just a few minutes. I know there's that big debate going on, the great debate right now. Candace Owens and Andrew Wilson. I was watching it before the show. For those of you just popping in, I'm going to continue watching that after the show in just about 10 minutes or so. So you can find me over on Kick for the latest segment sweeping the internet. Craig and it with Kick. Thank you, Phoenix. So find us over at kick.com/side scrollers. Find me right there. It's going to be good times. All right, let's go to this last little quick hit before we get to today in video game history. I've been holding on to this for the week. Let's see what's going on with rare video games.
Rare Nintendo cartridges were found inside a box sold to a collectible video game store in Wisconsin. Boxes contain nearly 100 copies of undiscovered versions of Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. The owner of One Stop Wonder said the person who sold the box claimed Nintendo sold the cartridges to a metal recovery service to be melted down, but they were never destroyed. 3 of the cartridges are set to hit the auction block this month and are expected to sell for millions. Rare.
So,
wow.
Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. I've seen a lot of back and forth about this online. These games in particular. I asked Grok. I said, "Are these games actually rare?" And it says, "Yes. This specific variant is genuinely rare, and was previously unknown to collectors, even though it's a standard Mario Duck Hunt combo cartridge." So yeah, like I don't know, Phoenix. Have you seen this story?
I've seen pieces of it. I didn't get the whole picture, so I always find this stuff fascinating.
Apparently, this says the game itself plays identical, but the physical details have not been. So this is the big thing: the black label with multiple languages instead of English only.
Oh.
Which these are like these tiny little variants on it, which makes it different screws and a distinct motherboard revision with unique markings. Instruction manuals with slightly different wording, like maintenance or service instead of maintenance or repairs, right? Tiny little things. And manufacturing date codes for the 40th week of 1993. Wow. 2 years after the previously last known production run of the title in 1991. So, yeah, that actually does sound kind of rare.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
It's great though that now it's known to people and we actually get to see it and we get to hear about it again. It's great.
You would think that Nintendo would have a record of like all these various variations of it, and to hear like this is a new variation with different things in the instruction booklet, different screws, whatever. Like I'm not Blabs. I don't have a spreadsheet of all my collectibles, right? Mm-hmm. But I do appreciate. I know. I do appreciate those tiny little intricacies that make something like this different. Will it get $1 million for a game? I can't imagine that. Will it get $100,000 for these games? I don't know. But if you're looking for like a pristine copy of Mario from 1993, which I don't think anybody's ever really said, then you can now buy one, which is neat. Kexi, I always like to play What Do You Own? Here. Okay. Do you have any like crazy collectibles? Any special things that you have that you find very valuable?
So when I've been collecting my manga forever, so I mean they're pretty old. When they started boosting the One Piece sales, they changed the title. So I took a picture of my manga one time, and they're like, "Why is your One Piece gold?" So I guess that would be the one thing that would be, because I don't have the sped up ones; those are the ones before they sped up. So. Yeah, so my manga collection, but those specifically, the ones with the gold lettering instead of the actual like arcs on them. Those are my collectibles. Cool. My mangas are my collectibles.
Have you seen them graded? Have you ever seen their value or anything, or is it just valuable to you?
I don't know if they're actually valuable. I just know that yes, they have value to me. I don't know about values, or I don't do that stuff. I don't know how to do that stuff. Okay. I think if you own something, you should be able to use it. Like I don't know. That's just me.
I agree, except if you want it sealed like Blabs likes her stuff in a vacuum.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, I don't vacuum pack my stuff. I put them in sleeves.
So he say that like it's insulting. Excuse me, I do not. The chat was asked. Let's see. David said, "What is the digital equivalent of this?" I asked Grok. It says there's no exact digital equivalent to this specific 1993 product variant. So, I would guess the equivalent would be, just a Mario Duck Hunt game that you could download, right? So, anyways, just a little fun little tidbit to finish the week on. Speaking of finishing the week on, Blabs, are you ready?
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
I like orange.
All right, Blabs.
Okay, well, I kind of like how today kind of fits with, you were talking about Hyrule Warriors. Warriors, there we go. That's the word. Anyway, August 14th, the Genesis was released in 1989. Your Futurama released in 2003. And then Hyrule Warriors releasing back in Japan in 2014. The year I graduated high school. Woohoo!
It's pretty cool because yesterday we saw the release of the Super Nintendo, and today just a few years earlier, actually, the Sega Genesis. But that's pretty interesting. Yeah. Some noticeable games from the Genesis include Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle, released on that's a launch title right there. Space Harrier 2, that's a Super Thunderblade, right there. So a lot of Genesis games. 1998, we saw Mission Impossible for the N64. Some people really like that game. I could do without it.
I still don't know how to play it. I never know what the hell I'm doing in that game.
I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. Right
we can move on.
Yeah, sorry. I can't. Yeah. Let's see. Madden 2010, Blabs, 17 years ago in 2009.
It wasn't revolutionary. Sorry.
I agree. Thank you, Blabs. The last story released for the Wii
Persona
14
3.
years ago.
Whoa.
Right there.
Persona 3. Persona
so
7.
anyway, how about the Hyrule?
Oh, okay. There you go. Sounds good. Hyrule Warriors released for the Wii U 12 years ago. DSP just fell in his pants. WWE Supercard released 12 years ago in 2014. And Blabs.
Yeah.
A hot new game releasing today. Monster Girls.
I thought you were going to say the Mafia. I was like, yeah, let's go. Ancestors.
No. Monster. Well, hold on. Blabs, do you have Mafia relatives?
You think I'd ever tell you that, though? Like, let's be real.
Good answer.
Do you have Monster Girl relatives who can't say no?
You think I'd ever answer that? Let's be real.
All right. There you go. All right, there you go. That's today in video game history. All right. We have some supers to get to. We have me over on Kick in just a few minutes, which I'd love for you guys to join us. Thank you. I'm going to put a link to Kick in our description or in our chat. If I would love for you guys to join me over there. If you guys wouldn't mind, would love to join you over there because it'll be exclusively over on Kick because we're just doing a little bit more over there as it's Craig and on Kick. Let's get to some supers real fast. Then we'll say goodbye to Vera and Kexi.
Here we go. Chuck, they stopped teaching phonics in schools.
Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm.
Young Stove, there's a NB girl at my local convenience store. She's named Mystery. I have to not laugh when I see her. I'm like, you're just a girl who hates pops. Robert, the Hellraiser game is actually being published by Saber. Oh, yeah, there's a lot to do about that game.
You know what I worry about with Saber, though, is you know what is being developed by Mad Hat Games, which is ultimately Saber? Knights of the Old Republic remake.
Oh.
Sam Maggs was previously writing on it. She's a crazy cuckoo feminist. She works at Wizards of the Coast now. She left. But she was the one that said she was graped in GTA 5 at the start of Gamergate 1. And she was trying to be a Gamergate gal.
Oh, the old GGG, huh?
Yep. But it's ultimately Saber, which makes me a little worried. I don't have any hopes for it, though. I love KOTOR, but it's going to be a bad remake.
I thought that was actually canceled. I didn't know that was still back on.
No,
okay.
It's been the developers have changed like twice now. It's changed hands and leadership a bunch of times. It's kind of in dev hell, but they keep reaffirming, we're making it. So
that's going to be a disaster. Jarl Doom, sorry you're bad at your job, Stella. Time for you and your lady scrot to find work elsewhere. Absolutely. The true Master Joe, absolutely insane that they use wording like kills people, end quote, in their meltdowns and probably believe it. But then the same people turn around and say Charlie Kirk deserved what he got. Disgusting behavior. Yeah, well, yeah. Par for the course. The Wastelander, always happy to see black representation here on Side Scrollers, even if Craig makes him work on a special day. Happy birthday, Fig. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that, Wastelander.
Oh,
thank you very much.
I thought you were talking about Vera.
No, it's me, actually.
Are gingers really black? That's the question.
Rolando, I've been interested in collectibles games thanks to the Game Chasers. Sadly, WATA and Heritage auctions will ruin this collection before it hits sale.
Yeah, it's tough.
And final one. Game Hunter Sirius, for 50. Oh boy, there it is. Oh, it haunts my dreams. Morning side scroller Kexi.
Look at me, Game Hunter. Sorry.
Oh no, here it's my bad. Oh, that tongue at the end, always a problem. Morning side scrollers Kexi, would you like to be a VTuber summoning for the Asmongold X Kirsha JRPG? It's going to be a long game, and to complete the game at 100%, you have to fight Stuttering Craig.
I don't know anything about this, but okay, sure.
There you go.
Nice.
We are
Love
caught
it.
up.
I will be the villain. Okay, Vera, I'm sure you have something coming up that you'd like to tell people about.
Yeah, I'm always busy. You can find me on YouTube. My main channel is Veridark Dark Titan Media. I live stream video games Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern. I live stream Monday evenings, FML with Ryan Kinnell at 9 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays with Wicked Virtue at 7 p.m. Eastern. 2 to 3 videos a day. And then my second channel is Veridark Reviews, where I post my video game reviews and soon collection videos.
Nice.
All right. Kexi, what about you?
You can find me at YouTube at Kexi_Society, and I same with my Twitter, and I stream every Monday.
All right. Well, it was great to have you. Welcome to the fun side of the internet over here. We'll be back on Monday at 11 a.m. Central Time when we are joined by
Banana JoJo.
Oh, she's been in a dust up recently online. This has been fun to see. I can't wait to have Banana on. It'll be great.
And we got one
Juju's
more
great.
here from Hidekai. Yuki didn't mention this, but she recently made friends with the VTuber Nanigachi, and Yuki said it was Nani that helped her to gain the confidence to speak out.
All right. Excellent. Thank you guys very much. Once again, I'm heading live over on Kick. I would love if you joined me. If you guys watching over on Rumble, you guys watching over on YouTube or on Twitch, just go to kick.com/sidescrollers. I'm pretty much going to start up immediately after the show. Appreciate you guys popping in. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button on the way out. And remember that people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great rest of your weekend. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Black Lives Matter.